What is going on, everyone? Commodore Laz here, bringing to us my live reaction of One Piece manga chapter 1057. Now, the chapter is out. We are back from break. We are here today to sit down and read the latest installment of the pinnacle of our literature. The greatest adventure story ever told is finally back, man. I've been holding on for these past 2 weeks. It's been a very brutal time for me. Even spent a little bit of time away from just social media in general and stuff. But we have greatness hopefully in front of us today to get us through what's been pain. As a sports fan, the life arc, whatever it may be, hopefully we have something in store, man. But two things I want to say real quickly before we get into the chapter, because I feel like we're probably going to be here for a while reading and stuff. But the first one, if you guys haven't seen, last week I did a discussion video talking about the Cross Skill, Buggy's new organization. And I talked about basically, why I do think they could be a positive effect to the One Piece world. Very different discussion video from what I normally do. I just come on here to speak instead of having the script, the edits, all that kind of stuff. So if you haven't seen that video, end of this one, you'll see a link to it afterwards. So go check it out if you haven't seen already. And let me know if you want to see more of those kind of videos in the future as well. Because I definitely want to do that in terms of getting more content out and it's more organic and all that. So let me know, of course, in that video and then over here as well. Number two. Right? We try our hardest. We absolutely try our hardest not to be spoiled on anything when it comes to whatever series, not even just One Piece, anything in general. I'm not going to say the individual's name because we don't give them publicity or any of that stuff. Might have been a piece of shit for doing so, but it is what it is. I am aware of one detail going into this chapter, and that apparently this is the end of Wano. Meaning that when I finish this chapter, I don't know how we get from point A to B, but by the time we get to point B at the end of this chapter, this arc is going to end. And it's crazy because we've had 4+ years of reading this arc week in and week out. And today, it could end. So, I don't know how to feel because, again, there's a lot of stuff I feel like we still need to go through. In terms of like little moments and stuff here and there for certain characters and just in general with the island and to set up the final saga and stuff. But let me read it. I am hoping the title of this chapter has the number 11 on it because we need a starting 11. We need ourselves a starting 11 to go up against the likes of Shanks and Teach at the end of the story. We don't get it. I'm telling you right now, we're probably not going to win the chip. I'm just saying right now. Unless on some Mickey injuries, we're not winning the chips. So let's get into the chapter and pray that Yamato will be by my side by the very end. So let's get into it. Chapter 1057 of One Piece. Here we are. And the continuation of the Yuta flashback, which I've also heard, by the way, too, with Film Red, that it was doing like Mugen Train numbers, which is amazing to see. That, it's doing great in the box office, and hopefully sometime in September we'll be able to watch it in North America. So, anyways, Where the Wind Blows. So, I guess it's continuation of, like, the time. Wait, hold on a second. Wait. Let me read this. Why isn't the kid going to sleep? Yuta won't quit crying. She's screaming like a banshee. We could always knock her out. Do that and you'll get a flogging from the whole crew. What are we going to do? We haven't slept in a wink. So childcare meeting. And there's some woman there that's like singing and stuff and everything. And then you see Shanks with Yasa, Beckman, and then like with Lucky Roo. And you see right there, that's baby Yuta. Is that supposed to... So I'm guessing... Okay, so the panel... Either that panel... Hold on. And so another of Yuta's songs is... Is that person that's on the right side? So, we see baby Yuta on the left. We see the middle portion with Shanks, his crew, and then Yuta. And then on the right side, is that supposed to be the mom? Or is that supposed to be like Yuta, like the hairstyle and stuff? Because you really don't get to see the other pattern, like the color and stuff switch up. So I'm guessing maybe that is the case. That's her. I don't know. I'm not going to double too much into it because we'll wait for the movie to explain that. Anyways. Chapter 1057, Final Curtain. We are not off to a good start. We are not off to... Team Yamato is not looking good. If it was confirmation, it would say the 11th. Is Oda about to be a dead baller? All right, let's read. Is he Caesar the Clowns? Okay, so he's going up against Katakuri, and then you see Katakuri. I love it. He's just got like the attacks coming in. You see like the homings of like the donuts and stuff in the air. German 66, Cold Blooded Voyage, Volume 16. Caesar's poison gas attack. So okay, so he's trying to go and stop them, but Katakuri should be able to just wash them after. Not even a concern. All right, a tale is being told in the capital. Bang, 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 bang. Dark clouds gather. A storm echoes through the sky, consuming Onigashima. Bang, 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 bang. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be Hiyori on the shamisen. The roar of the Azure dragon and the howls of the countless other beasts join the cacophony. Cacophony? Look, we're going to be butchering words. English is the first language. At Habu Port, the scattered leaves of fall are bleached auburn in the pattering rain. It's probably going to sound a lot better in the anime anyways. Oh, okay, so it's a little performance thing that I guess they're doing for like the people and everything. Okay, the stage is set for a tale of duty and honor. This is the story of the royal retainers and their quest to let Kosuke Oden's name shine once more. Yo! Many a hardship lie in wait, but they still stay resolute to meet their fates. The Red Scabbards. The evening of the fire festival starts to unfold. Okay. So forest near Tokage Port Udon. What? You're not heading out to... I had the championship belt just chilling right there. In hopes that today is the day I can just do the knee slide I've been waiting. Give me a good reason to not get evicted. Give me a good reason why I should be content with this. Damn good reason. A damn good reason. Yamato doesn't join. Blackbeard in one. Shanks in one. Compensation right here. You needed this. Come on. You're not heading out to see Yamato. Nope. I'm staying. I've already spoken to Luffy and the others about it. Okay, but what is the reason? What is the reason that you want to stay? You've been harping and talking about you want a dip from Onigashima. Oda has focused so much on you wanting to leave. You have right there. My arms are stuck out right here. The bouquet of flowers is right on the side. The championship belt is right there, and you're talking about you don't want to go. Keep reading. Keep reading. Maybe Oda will explain it, or maybe he's a dead baller. One of the two. Are you really content with this, Yamato? Okay, so Momonosuke is carrying both Kinemon and Yamato, I guess, where the port and stuff is. Are you really content with this, Yamato? Aren't I welcome here? You are. We are just confused. A moment ago, you said you had made up your mind. Oh, that. Well, Odin started his journey with a tour of what? Oh! Okay, look. Still slightly rattled. She's not going to possibly join. But this is a baby step thing, I'm assuming. Because you're not going to just throw someone who's been a shut-in for, 20-some plus years and fling them into the world and expect them just to adapt. It's not going to work out like that. So, if that is the case... But then it requires something from Luffy that needs to be said to make sure that I have a safety net. Otherwise, I'm taking massive L. My stocks right now are not looking good. This requires Yamato to make sure that I have something to hold off on, some copium. Like, the tanks need to be refilled ASAP. But I need something from Luffy, too, just to make sure I'm good. He started his journey with a tour of Wano, right? I realize there's so much out there that I don't understand, but I'm sure that I'll find my way if I follow in his footsteps. And I'm bound to make it out to sea sooner or later. As a strive. They're rattled. Unbelievable. You were able to tell them all about this. Well, that does it. They must have intentionally stubbed me. Why bid farewell to everyone but us? Your name? Your father was a fool of a lord. Identify yourself. I'm Luffy. Yeah, the first meeting. I should be more pissed off, but the fact that we're finally gonna get the Momo and Kinemon farewell too, man. Oh my god, I hate Oda so much. So what? If you're a warrior, I'm gonna be the king of the pirates one day. So there, yeah, it is the first interaction. Yeah, wow, well, one day I'll be anointed Shogun of Wano. So take that, you half-wit. Big talk for an eel. You're nothing but an ignorant ape. Yes, talk. What are you, Momo? Just some figurehead? Are you just gonna stand there and cry? This is so crazy, man. This is like when I properly got into like this side of the community and stuff with the YouTube side and stuff. It was really end of like, you know, Dressrosa going into Zoe. So just seeing this stuff that I saw weekly back in, like, bro, I want to beat Kaido. All right, then let's team up. It's an alliance. Luffy, and then yeah, the Kanjuro stuff from before Starback 3. That's the spirit, Momo. You may be a cowardly, jumped up, top knotted brat, but you're right. Find a way to survive. We'll have your back. Don't forget, we're pals. Man, I'll ask you one more time, boy. What is your name? Kozuki Momonosuke, the man who will be Shogun of Wano. So it's just all in the flashback stuff now, like just recalling the whole them all being together and everything, and like what their bond meant to each other, going from, you know, Punk Hazard to right now in this time. It's like, go, you can fly, right? Stop Onigashima in its tracks. I will definitely beat Kaido, and he did. The matter's, you know, different than what we had hoped, but he still got the dub. Huff huff. We may not always have gotten along, but we still came a long way together. Is he really that heartless? I was wrong about you, Luffy, you fiend. He's mistaking being free for free to be rude. Am I wrong, Kinemon? Not at all. By the way, Momonosuke-sama, is there a reason we aren't flying? Quiet. You know what this is starting to remind me of too now? It's like Caligari and Nolan. It's the reverse where it's like Caligari was sprinting to Nolan to say like, "Yo, like don't go." And then the other way, it's like Momo's just like rattled, like, bro, what, like why? Why would you want to like let me know that you're dipping and stuff? Like how disrespectful you gotta be, man. Momonosuke-sama, you are the undisputed Shogun of Wano now. Depending on Luffy Dono's words, I made no choice but to cleave him apart for this slight. Okay, kid. Got his woman back and now doesn't give a damn if the Yonko the Sea is being disrespectful. You're gonna come for him. You're gonna come for him. Exactly. That is the way of the samurai. I thought we were pals. Luffy, I think you're blowing this out of proportion. Okay, so cooler heads prevail. Even though I'm still very rattled with the decision by Yamato there. He humiliated us. Overlooking this without giving him a few blows and bites is out of the question. Alright, and Tokage part Udon, and then yeah, and then I forget too, because this is probably the last time we're gonna see Law for a while, and kid, oh my god. Bro, I'm sad. Bro, he's been with us too since Punk Acid, bro. And he's top 2. Law's top 2, man. Bro, I'm just saying, bye to my boy. Like, I need him to survive by the end. I don't care. Him and Beppo need to be safe by the very end, so that way they're both at peace. Remember, you guys, the next time we meet, it'll be as enemies. Don't whine to me if we're shooting to kill. Gotcha. See you around, Truff. Buzz off. Set sail. Yeah, was that him? Is he remembering Visit Punk Hazard, bro? Had to be. Set sail. Or it might have been Kid, but either one. But was he disrespectful like that to Chopper? I don't know, man. Nah, bro, come on. But you know what? I'll say that's Kid, because no way Law will be saying that right there to Chopper. Okay, so Kid goes set sail. He's like, what? Hey, oh, man. Look at all the man. They already know who's coming their way. It's like, No. You monsters! Hey, we've come to see you off. Swing on them. Yamato, why do you do this to me? Why, man? Momonosuke, Kinemon, Yamato-chan! Rattled. And then you see the look on their face, on Momo's face, because he switched right back into his normal form. Like, Luffy he got the jump on him. And you see Yamato too. Okay, got you, Luffy. What? Luffy, you dastard! What is the meaning of this outrage? How can you abandon the two comrades you have known the longest without a word? You've angered the Shogun. What do you have to say for yourself? What's the big deal? We're meeting now, aren't we? Yeah, no, bro. Come on. You gotta do better than that. Luffy, this is an edict from the Shogun. Please don't leave me. He's still the kid. He's still the kid. Like, he's still a young kid. You may have the body of the adult and stuff, but he's still a little kid in his heart. He'll be so lonely. I want to be with you forever. It can't end like this. It's crazy how they started off. It had nothing to do with them, and then all of a sudden now it's like, well, that's my boy. That's my guy, bro. Like, come on. And the Luffy's just like, bro, like, what? He cute. He's like, God damn, tears in my eyes. I've only managed to survive because you were there. You're the reason I can laugh again. Thank you so much for avenging my father and my mother. You see, I can't even express myself properly now. I'm scared of what happens next. Yeah, Chopper trying to hold back too, but you see the rest of them just all smiling. Frankie, though, he's lost it. He's lost the plot. He's in tears too, man. But still, like, for the connection that they all had together, man, just saying this goodbye is going to be tough. Please don't go. That's quite the pitiful sight. Cut him a break. He's still a little kid on the inside. There you go. See, yeah, now me speaking facts. Usopp? Yeah, it's ready. And then, is that him with the tears too? No, it has to, yeah. I was supposed to say, yeah. It looks like, yeah, he is with the tears. We've been waiting here all this time because I wanted to give you this. Oh, no, that's Momo. I was going to say, yeah, Momo's still with the tears. That was a weird switch for thing, yeah. We've been waiting here all this time because I wanted to give you this. You can't play the tough Shogun with me, Momo. Even if you're a bit bigger now, I know what you're like on the inside. You're a small, weak dummy. Wait! He gave the Jolly... Okay, yeah, no, because Wano's his territory. Wano, listen, even though Shogun's be... Look, even though Momo is running the streets of Wano, we know that island is territory that belongs to the Mugiwara. So he gave him a sail to hoist the flag over so that the streets know, yo, this is my territory. You come through here, I'm a mollywop you with whatever it takes. But I think of you like a little brother. I just want to say one thing. If y'all are Ace, Sabo, and Luffy fans, and depending on how deep, we can run it too. But for Luffy to throw something like that in there, like I think if he was a little brother, imagine what it was like for Ace and them to be saying that towards Luffy. May not be on the same level, but they went through some stuff. I think that's a really nice little moment right there. It's a flag. When times are tough, look at it and remember your seafaring adventures. Hang it up somewhere in Wano. If any major bad news comes knocking, just point them to it. Yo, it'll let them know that screwing with our friends is the same as screwing with us. That's the guys of no, listen. I take back what I said. Regardless of how Oda handled things in terms of the fights on Onigashima for the other ones, as long as Luffy is wearing the Michael Jordan jersey, as long as 23, the real 23, is on his back, they're not losing nothing. Forget what I said. I was hacked. But man, cut a great promo right there, man. Does that mean that I'm one of you? Kinemon, Yamato, Momo. If any of you ever want to be pirates, I'll come for you right away. I have hope. There is a God still. It's the smallest of copium. But we take it. Look. they should still be a Straw Hat regardless. Grand Fleet, fair enough. It's better than zero. But even then, it's like, all right, just remember, I won't have any weaklings on board. The look of him was like, yep. But even still, man, nah, I mean, those are the three closest people they have right there in the gang. So it's like, yeah, anytime you want to come through, I mean, I would have to assume whenever the final war begins, we're definitely going to go back and see them, and then they'll be involved in what's to come. Take care of them, Yamato. No, don't go. Oh, grab onto the anchor, Yamato, please. I know, I understand. You want to stay at Wano and see what the world is like in your home first, but still. Oh, blood, soon in my eyes. Let's go. Keep it together, Shogun. Good luck, Momonosuke. Kinemon. Yes? Mark my words. Someday I will surpass Kozuki Oden. Good on you, Momo. It's going to be a long journey, trust, to be as good as what your dad was, but if anyone's going to surpass him, it's going to be him. And I will be by your side when you do. You talking about me? Yeah, you stupid. No. Alright. Alrighty, let's set course for Hakamai. The main port is there. I was told there's a lift that can lower the ships down. Whew. And I thought since we scaled the waterfall to get here, we'd have to fall down to leave it. Yeah, I mean, that would have been, well, it wouldn't be the exacts, but like going from like all the way to the top and going back down would have been very much like Skypiea, but nah. It's like, me too. Thank goodness. Look at the jumper. Yeah, that makes sense. You guys would use the main port. It's the safe and sound way after all. Perfect for you wusses. Oh no, no, they said no, oh yeah. Oh yeah, safe and sound? Oh, they snapped. Like, no, Luffy, being safe is good. Don't let him get to you. Hang on, Captain, what's with that face? We all think the main port is better. Jinbei, give me the helm. Luffy, don't. Yo, this man is an absolute idiot, but yo, that's the kid Rattle. We needed it. It's like, stop it! Take this! No, bro, the anime is gonna do a good job with the shot. At them going right off the waterfall and everything as they're going back into the main seas. Man, the might of the outlaws recruited by Lord Momonosuke and Kinemon made them akin to real-life wisdom kings. Their power descended like a wrathful tsunami, obliterating all in its path. Even Kaido, the Dragon King, and the yokai-possessed Giant Orion failed to withstand their assault. The heavens themselves were torn as painful shrieks reverberated through the air. So the faces of the lads are going down. A lot of us probably thinking like, oh damn, that's probably a bad idea. During that chaos, Princess Hiyori was accosted by Orochi, the snake that seemingly perished in flames, in a desperate last-ditch attempt for his spiteful vengeance. His gambit was thwarted by a single slash. And who owns the blade that separated Orochi from his final cursed head? Why, none other than Kozuki Oden's second disciple, Denjiro. With his last one detached and burning, the twisted Kurozumi was at long last brought to its knees. And then, a flash of lightning marked the fall of Onigashima with the fall of the Dragon King, Kaido. The sun had finally pierced through the dark clouds that were suffocating Wano for 20 years. The skies were clear. It's like a big theater, too, while they're doing all this. Sounds from the ignorant masses celebrating the fire festival in the capital crept into the ears. But he's doing like a Rakugo almost, maybe. He is seated like it's like a little Rakugo thing. We got respect on the Rakugo. Lovely. And then suddenly defying all reason, the burning the remains of the Orochi spoke. The Kurozumi's family grudge shall continue to curse this rotten land, generation after generation for all eternity. The Princess Hiyori refused to flinch or shudder. She held her gaze. The country's 20 years worth of torturous memories fueled her heart. Yo, look at this shot. Yo, wait, let me read. Hold on. That is clean right there. That middle shot is so clean right there, Hiyori. Alright, yo, hold on. Stand back. It's too dangerous, Hiyori-sama. Cried the samurai Denjiro, but she shook off her head. Our beloved Princess Hiyori did not even yield yet one step. Staring into Orochi's devilish face, she delivered a damning epitaph. Her fan held aloft, the Kozuki crest proudly dancing on its edge. No longer having to bite her tongue like she did for the last 20 years, she cried out, Father, mother, brother, in our homeland, hear this. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Woo! And now, everyone all together now. Kurozumi means charcoal. They were born to burn. Okay. Yo, I did not know that. I did not know that. Okay. That is actually kind of cool. And then you see like the effect afterwards when Orochi had burned off and everything, the Odin pose and stuff. I don't know if this is supposed to be the thing that they're talking about, or like the final panel spread or whatever. But still, just like this as a moment right here, this is a really beautiful moment right there. And I see the tear coming from Hiyori and everything. Because finally they were able to vanquish the monster that was Orochi the prick. And the shamisen going off. And now time slides ahead to the day after the festival, where feuds and weapons can finally rest. Like a shocking truth is revealed at the port where the reverse crescent moons met. A denouement of this violent saga is a joyous reunion. The blood split in order to revive this clan will never be forgotten. A record of their sacrifices will always be carried by the wind. This part of the Rakugo is a reference to... Go Rakugo. Is a reference to the novel Shinsengumi Blood Wind record. Okay. Yo, look at this shot right here. This is a cool... It's like, there was a single pan of all the members are there of the Akasaya 9. You know, they see Yamato there. Tama. Oh, my daughter. No. I have to say goodbye to my girl and my daughter, dog. Oh, this is tough. Oda started with me getting so angry about decision making, and now I'm sad the fact that this arc is done. Now my eyes are starting to get back into it and everything. Okay. This concludes today's tale on our nation's renowned samurai. My eyes are still mangled because I pressed them too hard. So give me a sec. And how they miraculously return to us. With that, I think a well-earned break is in order. Shogun-sama, Momonosuke-sama. Now, where should we place this flag? Till we meet again, farewell. Final curtain. And that's the end of the chapter. Inherited will never fades. Man, oh my god. This was a very solid conclusion. And even if this is the end of the arc itself, because I still had an amazing time with it. And then there's still parts that I feel we should have gotten more out of. And decisions that were made. Like, I can understand, look, am I rattled still the fact that Yamato's not a Straw Hat? Absolutely. Like, I still think it's not a great decision in the sense of the overall scheme for the Straw Hats, because I still think that they are not on that level yet. The Luffy promo was great. It was a great promo. He's the only one that I'm confident could be able to hold themselves in up-and-coming battles. Zoro and Sanji, they have their stuff with King and Queen, but let's be honest, man. They were left to be more desired when it came to King and Queen. Jinbei is fine. We expect as a warlord of the seas. Robin was fine in her fight. Frankie was okay. Brooke could have got a little more out of him and stuff, but then the Usopp, Nami stuff is just like, man, come on. Like, the Big Mom tax, like, nah. So, at least having Yamato in there would help in terms of the overall crew strength being at least, I could look at them and say, that is a Yonko crew. And even though they have it and everything, it's like, okay, Oda really needs to show that they can actually do something. I'm talking the others. The ones that did not get to shine as much in this arc, to really showcase that they can do it. So again, not having Yamato, I mean, it is tough. But if they're going to be able to go again with Luffy and them, I presume when the final war happens, of course they're going to be involved again. So maybe at best Yamato's going to be part of the Grand Fleet. If anything, that's probably what it might end up being. But the Grand Fleet, it's its own separate thing right now outside of all that. So that's just like one of the major allies, like people under his territory and stuff for Luffy. I still, and I get the, but then I get the whole thing too. It's like, okay, you have to start off small. You can't just go and throw a shut-in who's been locked up in the same place their whole life for 20 plus some years and then throw them into the world and expect them to understand things. From a real world perspective, we can't just assume that, like, you know, they're gonna be fine and dandy, whatever, and they'll learn on the spot. It's gonna take time. That's where you start off with Wano, baby steps, and then go into the world. I get that thing, but it is tough knowing that she's not gonna be a Straw Hat, and yeah, that's a huge loss on my parts. But at the very least, I do know that this is not going to be the end of these characters here in Wano. For Momonosuke, Kinemon, for Yamato, for Tama, and for the Akazaya 9. That we will probably get to see them again in the final war. Like, when that time comes, they're going to be involved and be ready to go. And they're part of the territory now that Luffy has control in Wano. So it's going to be tough saying goodbye to these characters for the next little while. Because we've been with them for such a long time. 4 years when it came to this group right here. But Momonosuke, Kinemon, Law, and all them for literally 2014, 2013. And now we're saying our goodbyes, like 10 years almost with them. Like, so yeah. And this is going to kickstart the final saga. Like, we're going to go straight into it now that Wano's done. So, yeah. I again, mixed emotions. The send-off itself, I thought, was very good. Decision-makings on Oda's part, we can agree to disagree. You can feel one way, I feel my way and stuff. It's perfectly fine. We don't need to have the same mindset when it comes to this series and how we think of things, how we interpret it, especially in whatever translation, language, whatever. So I am going to be definitely salty the fact that Yamato's not in, but at the very least, the conclusion was good. Could I definitely have gotten more in terms of other little stuff there and everything, but I guess Oda wants to finish One Piece. And I may have to respect it in some capacities, but when I do grade it, when I do look at the overall spectrum of the story and stuff, could he have done more? Absolutely, and that will play into how I feel at the end. But right now, this is a good conclusion. The farewell to Wano, the ode to Wano. And I'm curious to know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'm going to see if I can honestly find time during the week once I kind of like sit down, take this chapter in, take in like the reread possibly, and then see where I feel with things. Possibly in a stream with Recon or something if we find the time. But I want to know your thoughts down in the comments below. How do we feel about this being the conclusion of Wano? How do we feel that Yamato's not going to be part of the Straw Hats? You know, do you think it's a good move or a bad move per se? Are the Straw Hats a believable Yonko crew now? After this arc, this even with right now with Luffy's fine, but everyone else, do we believe that they are a fundamentally structured Yonko crew going into this last saga? Let me know down in the comments, and just tell me actually what is your favorite Wano moment. We're gonna talk about this for sure, definitely in a stream at some point to go through all these things. But let me know what was your favorite moment so far, or just in general in the Wano Country arc. Let me know down in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If you want to be part of the weekly experience when it comes to my coverage of One Piece week in week out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell, Shandora, see if the day everything goes on the channel. If you haven't seen the buggy cross-skill video that I talked about earlier at the start of the video, go and check that out for the discussion and stuff. I'm going to try and see what I can do sometime during the weekend. Or, if again, try and get a stream. We can talk about Wano and stuff. And we'll go from there. But the arc is done. 4+ years on this island is concluded. And I don't know what awaits me next. I hope Oda goes in his bag. For this last saga, the last dance, I hope he goes in. Because titles, accolades, reputation, all of it's on the line. He will either go down as the GOAT or go down as a Tyloo. Commodore last signing off. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, take care. Going crazy, yeah, we going crazy.